Welcome to part 4 of the Pokemon No Starter Run Let's Play Red, Pokemon Red. I forgot to say Red. 2 corrections from last part. One, this is not Rock Tunnel. That's later on. This is Mount Moon. And 2, the 7th batch I was thinking about, Cinnabar Island. I don't know what the fuck I was smoking. Well, I don't smoke, but yeah, that's embarrassing. Anyway, I might even fucking put that in part 3 just so there's no hate comments or, oh, you're an idiot, what the fuck are you doing, you're wrong, you're stupid, get out. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, this is Mount Moon. And as you saw, yeah, zubats. The reason why they're infamous is because they're fucking everywhere, man, everywhere. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of jump cuts, or at least cutting out stuff. Well, yeah, jump cuts, cutting out shit, whatever. Zubats, man, yeah, beware, Zubats, yeah, they fucking suck. The other Pokemon we saw earlier, that's a Paris, that's also a grass-type Pokemon. It sucks. Don't get it. Please. Anyway, here's Clefairy. Kind of the, I guess, sibling Pokemon to Jigglypuff. They're pretty much the same if you ask me. I think the Clefairies also are good tanks, possibly. At least maybe Clefables. Like I said, I think earlier, last part, they both evolve via Moonstones, which you can find here. So this and as Jigglypuff, this bitch also knows Sing, so that can also be a pain in the ass. I was hoping that if I paralyzed it, I would be able to be at least fast enough to take it out before it could put me to sleep, or I could get lucky enough that it would be paralyzed and wouldn't be able to do Sing, but that wasn't the case, as you can obviously tell. Things aren't going too well here. You don't have to really worry about, I guess, Jigglypuff or Clefairy KOing you too much, because the only move that it knows that does damage is Pound. It's just the Sing, man. That's really it. The Sing just really, like, oh my god. Not only that, she's using Growl a shit ton, so when I finally get to attack, it's gonna do barely anything. As you'll see probably here. Yep, nothing. So yeah, this fucking battle sucked. You could imagine that I was pretty annoyed. But yeah, you could catch Clefairies here in Mount Moon. Not only that, let's see what else we got. Well, obviously Zubat. Fucking holy shit, 79% chance or rate of encounter. That's fucking ridiculous. We get Geodudes, Paris, as we saw earlier. There were actually only 5. Wow, that's smaller than I thought. And Clefairy, 1%. Wow, 1%. Holy shit. Yellow, we can also get Sandshrews here, oh yeah, I forgot, I ran into a Clefairy. So yeah, there's that 1%. You could get very lucky and find a Clefairy. I think I actually catch it, if memory serves. I catch this, I remember getting a Jigglypuff. I go back, because I catch a Geodude here because I want to use it. And I go back to Route 3 to level grind, and I think I found a Jigglypuff and caught it. Aw, you son of a bitch. So yeah, another good thing about having Pikachu is you could use Paralysis. That's the one status ailment that I like to go to catch Pokemon. Just because it's usually easier to get working for you. I know Sing is better, or putting them to sleep is better. It gives you a higher catch rate, but it doesn't last forever, you know. Whereas Paralysis does, unless they use a full healer Paralysis heal, but a wild Pokemon can't do that. And you could poison too, that might work, but poison would eventually kill them, so Paralysis is usually my go-to status ailment. And there we go, Clefairy is captured. Like I said, I'm not gonna use it. It's just pretty much for the sing, just in case I'm like, I'm feeling trollish and want to put somebody to sleep. But other than that, I could really care less. And Zubat and Zubat. So yeah, like I said, if it's not a new Pokemon, I'm cutting it out. So you're welcome. Another new thing we're introduced to in Mount Moon is the villains for the game, Team Rocket. They're pretty much an organization that are using Pokemon to pretty much just make money. You know, selling Pokemon, I guess experimenting on Pokemon, that kind of shit. So yeah, as a Pokemon trainer, it is our duty to stop them and shit like that. We don't really get into Team Rocket too much until later on in the game. There are, as you could call, Team Rocket sections. But as what it pretty much does, it pretty much just kind of extends the game, or our journey in a sense. Not only that, it pays off in the long run, because we'll be fighting them a lot, and you know, we'll level grind from that kind of shit. What you can mostly expect from them to have is like normal types, poison types, and ground types. Maybe the occasional electric type, like Magnemites or Voltorbs. But that might just be the scientists that are in Silph Co that I'm thinking of, so who knows. But that's usually what they got. They're usually kind of... all villains usually are generally kind of poison-based. Yeah, it's kind of a pattern I noticed in most, throughout all the gens. But yeah, my team ain't looking too hot, so you might want to come here with some potions, or be prepared to go back to the Pokemon Center that's right on Route 3. I do that eventually. I make a quick stop back there. I think it's after I catch my Geodude. But yeah, like I said, I'm exploring this whole place just so I could fight all the trainers and shit. Because, you know, I mean, that Team Rocket grunt right there was optional. You didn't really have to go fight him. There are a few trainers that you're going to have to fight here, but most could be avoided, but you don't really want to. I think it's a good way to level grind, especially because Misty's Pokemon are actually pretty rough. Her highest is a Starmie at level 20-something, so yeah, it's a good idea to level grind as much as you can. Here are Magnemites, like I was talking about earlier. In Gen 1, they're just electric type. Gen 2 and beyond, they become electric and steel. Steel is a new type that was introduced in Gen 2 to kind of counter and balance the psychic types. Steel as well as dark. Steel doesn't beat psychic, but psychic doesn't work on steel, so there's that. I forgot to mention that back when I was rambling about stats and how psychics are OP in this gen. In order to fix that, not only did they split the special, they also added dark and steel types. So Magnemite's not actually too bad with the steel and electric combination. I think it might be 4 times weak to electric or ground though, which is bad. But if your Magnemite has the ability Levitate, which won't really come into play until Gen 3, then you're set. That'd be pretty awesome. But for Gen 1, they're nothing special. Voltorb, kind of the same deal, I suppose. In Gen 1, I'd probably rather use a Voltorb than a Magnemite, but meh, I've never really cared for Voltorbs. Voltorbs and Electrodes, they're mostly known for their self-destruct / explosion moves, which are pretty much suicide moves that they KO themselves in hopes of taking you down with them. It could work, could not. Early levels, yeah, that thing's gonna fucking KO you, but later on when you have higher defense, it might not do much. So yeah, here's Oddish, like I was talking about last part, which I could use if I wanted to fight against Misty, but like I said, I don't really like them. And I meant to do Spearow. So yeah, grass Pokemon, pretty much the same idea as Bug. they're weak to both flying and fire, so... You got your Spearow, got your Charmander, Charmeleon. Shouldn't be hard. If not, it's not hard either way, because the only thing this thing knows is fucking Absorb. And sure, it takes your health and it heals itself, but it hardly does any damage, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And here's Bellsprout. I would actually prefer Bellsprout. I think it has a higher, it might have a higher attack. Not that, I think it learns better moves like Vine Whip and Razor Blade or Razor Leaf. Don't quote me, I don't know, I've never used one. But Bellsprouts, I think, are exclusive to Blue. And I've always played Red. I think I might, you know, I mean, I've played Blue before, but I've never, like I said, I've never used Grass Pokemon, so. Otherwise, if I were doing a playthrough of Blue, I might have considered using the Bellsprout instead of the Pikachu for Misty, but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, here's another Rocket. These first two, like I said, they're optional. There are another two that, well, there's one that you could maybe avoid, although it's hard to avoid, and one that you have to fight. So regardless of what you do, you're going to encounter them eventually here. But yeah, like I said, mostly poison types, so if you got a ground, you got a psychic, yeah. So not only that, like, psychics are OP, so not only are they OP, they're easy to level grind or level up because Team Rocket. So yeah, if you really want an easy time, please use a psychic type. I think I even do, because spoilers, I do catch an Abra down the line and evolve it to Kadabra, and I've been considering using it. I don't know if I should or not, just because of how, you know, OP it is, but I don't know. It's whatever. I might just end up doing it just because Kadabra's fucking awesome, and just to demonstrate how OP psychics are. So yeah, you could score an Ether there. Ethers, I don't know if I've gotten to that. They restore PP. I don't think I've gotten into PP either, although you might have been able to tell already. PP, I think, stands for power points, and it's the amount of times you could use a certain move before you can't use it anymore. So like I said, you could use Ethers to restore them, or just Pokemon Center, which is the most common way. I'd never use Ethers. I hardly ever have to. I mean, maybe if I'm using a move like a shit ton of times, then yeah, and I'm too lazy to go to the Pokemon Center, but I usually just go to Pokemon Center. So that TM we got earlier too, that was a Mega Punch or Kick, I don't remember. It's a pretty good normal type move. Might want to teach it to someone who has high attack. I think I might teach it to... I don't remember who I teach it to be honest. I think I do eventually teach it, though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, here's another youngster, Rattatatas up the ass. We've seen this shit a bajillion times already, and I mean, this is fucking part 4. So yeah, I mean, if you can't tell, Gen 1, another thing that Gen 1 kind of lacks in is variation of trainers. After a while, you know, you've seen it a bajillion times, and you're like, okay, you know, you want to see something new, but... And yeah, Zubat's just demonstrating here how bad he fucking sucks. I mean, he used a super effective move, Leech Life. I think it's like the only... I think there were only like 3 bug-type moves that existed at the time, that being one of them, and it fucking sucks. So yeah, Zubat's shit. Don't use it. Oh, and there's a rare candy. Quite infamous in the cheating realm of Pokemon. A rare candy levels your Pokemon automatically by 1. Whenever I find one, I like to use it right after they level up, so I get like pretty much a whole free level. Whereas, say if you used it when they're in the middle of their level, like the XP is like halfway to them getting to the next level, then you use it, you kind of ripping yourself off there. But yeah, it's quite infamous in the cheating realm, just because, you know, infinite rare candies, everyone's level 100, there you go, you know. But yeah, here's another, well, not another, but a Hiker. Hikers usually have rock and fighting types. This guy is pretty much Brock, except I think an extra Geodude. Because I think he even has an Onix. So, do whatever you did for Brock, and this guy should be the same thing, pretty much. Yeah, his Pokemon are even lower leveled. So yeah, he's down and out, and there we go, Butterfree's 15. So yeah, there's that. I think this might be the part where, oh, this is the part where I end the part. So yeah, like I said, there will be a lot more jump cuts later on because I think I'm going to be going to the Pokemon Center soon or whatever. We'll see. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Take care.